Listen to me. You will never rise above the level of your mindset. You can have all the talent, all the skills, all the opportunities in the world, but if your mind is weak, everything will fall apart. You can't build a strong life on a fragile mentality. You can't chase greatness with a lazy mindset. You've got to force yourself to build the strongest mind, because life will test you every single day. It will throw failure, rejection, pain, and doubt at you. And if you don't have mental muscle, you'll quit before you even get started. You've got to be willing to do what most people won't do. You've got to wake up earlier than you want to. You've got to train when your body says no. You've got to study when your mind wants to scroll. You've got to keep going when the world says stop. That's how you build mental strength. It's not something you're born with. It's something you forge through discipline, repetition, and consistency. The strongest mindset isn't built in comfort. It's built in chaos. Mental strength is not a gift. It's built through discipline, consistency, and embracing discomfort every single day. You don't wake up one morning with an unshakable mindset. You build it by facing the things you want to run away from. You earn it by choosing the hard path when the easy one is right there. The world wants you to be soft, to settle, to avoid anything that feels uncomfortable. But every time you choose comfort over challenge, you weaken your own potential. You're training your mind to quit, to take the shortcut, to give up when it gets hard. The strongest people in this world are not born strong. They made themselves that way. They trained their minds the same way an athlete trains their body. Through repetition, through struggle, through pain, through showing up every day, even when it's not convenient. Discipline is the foundation of every great mindset. It's what separates those who dream from those who do. Discipline is when you act not because you feel like it, but because it's necessary. Most people wait for motivation to strike, thinking one day they'll feel ready. That day never comes. Motivation is temporary. It's like a spark. It lights up for a moment and disappears. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning when the spark dies out. It's doing what needs to be done long after the mood has left you. The mind grows strong when you train it to obey purpose, not emotion. The stronger your discipline, the tougher your mindset becomes, because you no longer rely on feelings to guide your actions. Consistency builds power. Anyone can be disciplined for a day. Anyone can work hard for a week. But the real growth happens when you stay consistent for months, even years, even when results don't come quickly. You have to fall in love with the process of becoming strong. You can't just show up when it's easy. You have to show up especially when it's hard. Consistency turns effort into excellence. It trains your brain to understand that quitting is not an option. Every single day you show up, you're sending a message to your mind that you can trust yourself. You start to believe in your ability to endure. And that belief, that inner trust, becomes your greatest weapon. Discomfort is your greatest teacher. Most people avoid it, but discomfort is where growth hides. Every time you step into something that scares you, something that challenges you, something that stretches you, your mind evolves. When you lift a weight that feels heavy, your muscles grow. When you face a challenge that feels impossible, your mindset strengthens. It's the same law. You can't build strength without resistance. You can't develop confidence without challenge. You've got to embrace that friction. You've got to walk straight into the storm and trust that it's building you, not breaking you. The ones who become unstoppable are the ones who learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Discipline, consistency, and discomfort, these three together form the foundation of an unbreakable mindset. They're not glamorous. They're not exciting, but they are powerful. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, every time you stay consistent when others quit, every time you step into discomfort instead of running from it, you're building mental armor. You're programming your mind to fight when most people flee. You're training yourself to be stronger than circumstances, stronger than fear, stronger than excuses. That's how greatness is built brick by brick through habits repeated every day until they become your identity. People love to admire strength, but they don't want to do what it takes to earn it. They look at someone with mental toughness and say, they're lucky. No, they're not lucky. They're consistent. They've failed more times than most people have even tried. They've cried. They've fallen. They've doubted themselves, but they didn't stop. They forced themselves to get up every single time. The only difference between them and the rest is that they decided their goals were more important than their feelings. They kept showing up. They built discipline one day at a time until it became who they are. You build mental strength the same way you build muscle. By tearing, by stressing, by healing, by growing. Every failure is a rep. Every rejection is a set. Every disappointment is training. You have to see pain as progress. You have to see struggle as part of the process. Because the more you endure, the more capable you become. And the more capable you become, the less power external situations have over you. You stop reacting to life and start directing it. That's real freedom. That's what mental strength gives you. The ability to stay calm, focused, and relentless no matter what comes your way. There will be days when you'll want to give up. There will be moments when you'll question why you're pushing yourself so hard. That's when you remind yourself that the goal isn't comfort. It's growth. Growth hurts. Progress is uncomfortable. But that's the price of becoming mentally strong. You've got to make peace with the pain because pain means you're alive. Pain means you're evolving. Every time you conquer something that once scared you, you're rewriting your story. You're proving to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Discipline teaches you to show up. Consistency teaches you to endure. Discomfort teaches you to adapt. Together, they make you unshakable. They give you the kind of mindset that doesn't crumble under pressure, that doesn't break when things get rough. You stop being controlled by external forces and you start controlling how you respond. You realize that your emotions don't define you. Your actions do. You understand that the only way to grow is to push past what's comfortable, what's easy, what's familiar. When you commit to discipline, when you commit to being consistent, when you commit to facing discomfort daily, you're not just training your mind. You're transforming your life. You start to attract opportunities because your energy changes. You start to trust yourself because you've proven you can handle anything. You stop running from fear because you've learned to face it. You stop doubting your strength because you've built it from the ground up. Mental strength is not magic. It's not luck. It's built through daily choices, through relentless effort, through unwavering consistency, and through the courage to face discomfort head on every single day. The strongest mindset comes from forcing yourself to act beyond emotion, choosing discipline over motivation, and persistence over pain. Most people wait for the right feeling before they act. They wait to feel ready, to feel inspired, to feel confident. But the truth is, those feelings rarely come when you need them, If you only move when you feel like it, you'll never build anything lasting. You'll never rise to greatness by following emotion, because emotions are temporary. They rise, they fall, they change with the weather, with the opinions of others, with the outcomes of your efforts. Strength begins when you decide to act regardless of how you feel. When you move forward, even when fear screams at you to stop, even when your body aches, even when your mind says, take it easy. That's where real growth begins. Discipline is not about feeling good. It's about doing good. It's not about waiting for a perfect moment. It's about creating it through effort and consistency. Discipline demands that you rise before the sun when everyone else is still sleeping. It asks you to work when others relax, to prepare when others procrastinate, to give more when there's nothing left in you. Discipline means doing what's required, not what's convenient. The mind becomes stronger each time you choose action over excuse. The moment you push through resistance, your mindset upgrades. The more you do this, the more control you gain over your emotions. You stop being led by them and start leading them. Motivation might start your journey, but discipline is what carries you to the finish line. Motivation fades the moment obstacles appear. The moment you face rejection, pain, or failure, motivation disappears. But discipline doesn't care about setbacks. It thrives on them. Discipline says, I'll show up no matter what. Discipline says, pain won't stop me. Discipline says, even when it hurts, I'll keep going. This mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's built by repetition. It's built when you wake up early, even though you didn't sleep well. It's built when you train your mind to stay focused, when distractions scream for your attention. Every act of discipline reinforces the mental muscle that tells you you're in control. Pain will always try to break you before it builds you. Pain will whisper that it's easier to quit, that it's better to take a break, that no one will notice if you give up today. But persistence answers pain with action. Persistence says, I'm not done yet. It's choosing to take one more step, one more rep, one more breath, when everything inside you says no. Persistence is not glamorous. It's not loud. It's not celebrated. It's quiet. It's lonely. And it's powerful. Persistence is the heartbeat of the strongest mindset because it turns failure into progress. Every time you push through pain, you teach your mind that you can survive discomfort. You teach yourself that you're not fragile, that you're capable of more than you thought. You have to train yourself to act like the person you want to become. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard. The mind adapts to what you repeatedly do. If you constantly choose comfort, your mind will grow soft. But if you repeatedly choose challenge, your mind becomes unshakable. You've got to stop negotiating with your excuses. Every time you negotiate, you lose strength. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. And your mind learns that your word doesn't mean much. But when you act despite emotion, when you do what you said you would do no matter what, your mind learns to trust you. That's how confidence is born, not from success, but from consistency. Acting beyond emotion means becoming the master of your reactions. It means when life throws chaos at you, you stay calm. When people doubt you, you stay focused. When you fail, you don't see it as a reason to quit. You see it as feedback. A strong mind doesn't avoid pain. It understands it. It studies it. It grows from it. It doesn't say, why is this happening to me? It says, what is this trying to teach me? Pain becomes a lesson, not a limitation. The strongest people in the world are not those who never felt pain. They're the ones who refuse to be defined by it. You can't build a strong mindset by living a comfortable life. You've got to force yourself to do the things you hate doing. You've got to run when your body says stop. You've got to study when your eyes burn. You've got to get up when your heart wants to give up. You've got to put in the work that others are too lazy to do. Every time you push yourself beyond what's easy, your brain changes. It rewires itself to handle more. Your tolerance for discomfort increases. Your self-respect deepens. You start to crave progress instead of pleasure. That's what separates the average from the elite. The ability to keep moving through the storm. The truth is, success has nothing to do with talent and everything to do with mindset. You can have the best plan, the best strategy, the best tools, but if you don't have mental strength, none of it matters. Because when things go wrong, and they will, it's your mindset that decides whether you stand or fall. When everyone else quits, the person with the strongest mind keeps going. They don't rely on motivation to show up. They rely on discipline. They rely on the commitment they made to themselves. They don't let pain slow them down. They use it as fuel. They don't need applause. They're driven by purpose. You can't fake mental strength. It's revealed when life gets real. It's tested when the lights go out, when support disappears, when nothing goes as planned. That's when your discipline and persistence become your backbone. You either act or you fold. You either push or you pause. And the decision you make in those moments defines you. If you've trained your mind to move beyond emotion, you'll rise. You'll act with clarity. You'll execute with power. Because the strongest mindset is built on control, not of the world, but of yourself. Every single day, you have two voices in your head. One that says, take it easy, and one that says, keep going. The first one sounds comforting. The second one sounds exhausting. But the one you listen to determines your future. If you listen to comfort, you'll live average. If you listen to growth, you'll build power. You've got to force yourself to choose the hard voice. You've got to make that voice louder every day until it becomes automatic. That's how warriors are made. Not by talent, not by chance, but by relentless choice. When you act beyond emotion, you separate yourself from 99% of people. You become the one who doesn't break under pressure. who doesn't stop when it hurts, who doesn't need to be told to move. You become self-driven, self-disciplined, and self-made. The strongest mindset isn't something you talk about. It's something you live through every decision, every sacrifice, every act of persistence when nobody's watching.